Okay, for the fourth time tonight, you know what the old saying is, fourth time's the charm, right? We're restarting this stream. I honestly thought the third time where I restarted my modem, I restarted the router, we got like 2.5 solid hours of streaming before it died again. I truly thought that was going to be it. But no, apparently my ISP just really has it out for me. I wish I knew what was going on. Sadly, this is a problem I can't troubleshoot. It's been happening all night, and I genuinely don't know what's going on. So, thank you for your patience. I appreciate it. Hopefully this fourth time will be the last time I restart the stream. We'll finish the storybook, and we'll wrap it up. Because this is getting ridiculous. Ridiculous. If you are watching on YouTube, you are going to have to now go to a new stream. I guess if you are not on the new stream yet, you cannot hear me. Stay home dads on YouTube. What patience. What patience for you and for me. I'm just going to drop the new stream, YouTube stream in the chat here. Boom. There. Hopefully the YouTubers find their way to the new stream. I don't know, gang. This is definitely trying my patience. But anyway, what can you do? What can you do? Dear. Casswood and J8478447, thank you for the follows. Thank you for the follows. I don't remember if we were talking about Opeth. Some people who are big fans of Opeth. Tombert said the fruit fly is very well intentioned and knows about the crossover between metal and experimental industrial. I love it. Yeah, Opeth's pretty amazing. I've seen them live twice, and both times were unforgettable shows. I appreciate it, Stay Home Dads. I appreciate it. Alright, let's keep reading, shall we? By the way, y'all, did I ever actually shout out Falcor? I chatted with Falcor. I don't remember if Falcor got a shout out. Falcor. Let me make sure I get the underscores and whatever in the right place. Falcor underscore the book dragon. There we go. Please go follow our friend Falcor. An amazing ASMR creator, such amazing vibes, super cozy. I'm just gonna use the word amazing a bunch apparently. Lots of soft spoken reading like we are doing here tonight. So if you like these vibes, I'm sure you'll love it over on Falcor streams. Also, just a great community and a really cool person and just fantastic streams, like truly. So go check out Falcor. Top quality tingles here on Twitch. Truly. Alright. Gabby, thank you for subbing on YouTube. Okay. Last thing. Before we finish the story, I'm going to pour out a bit more of this beer. Oh, it would help if I took the cap off that way. Alright. Here we go. Listen to that fizz. Adam, I like to think we're pretty nice around here. We have a pretty amazing community. Some of the genuinely nicest people I've ever met. Oh, that's good to know, Kid Gorgeous. We should let people in the chat. If you can't see the stream, try refreshing. I'm back. Refreshing. There you go. Thanks for the heads up, Kid Gorgeous. I appreciate that. Oh, thank you, Adam Bad. I'm sure your beard is also fantastic. Okay. this fruit fly, I swear. Let's read. So I don't know if you guys actually got to hear this part of the story, so I'm going to read it again. Numbing, muffling, mute and silent, winter closes tight its vice. Sheening pond and lake up tight, locking fish beneath the ice. Now the brook has ceased to chuckle. Look, the stream is choked and slow. Icicles form stalactites, long from the eaves they grow. Down black chimneys on red embers, snowflakes sizzle, hiss, and die. Wintertide is now upon us. So say all, and so say I. And I was just commenting on how this is one of my favorite pieces of art in the book. With all the snow coming down, Redwall Abbey, the end of the creek here. All the metal talk summon Beelzebub, Lord of the Flies. A lot less intimidating than I expected him to be, honestly. Okay, so now we're back inside the dormitories at the Abbey. And so, while the snow continued piling up outside, the good creatures of Redwall Abbey slept snug in their beds. Father Abbot dreamt of next summer's long, warm days. Skipper of Otters dreamt of broad, sunlit streams. Formal dreamt of digging new tunnels next spring. The traveling Thistledown troupe dreamt of taking the high road to more spectacular performances. Abbey babes and dibbons dreamt of last summer's golden days, picking strawberries in the orchard patch. Every beast had calm dreams of peace and leisure, except baby Bungo. In his roguish dreams, Bungo stole pies and puddings from the kitchen windowsills where they stood cooling. He dreamt of growing up to be a big mole without once taking a bath. He dreamt of snow, of stealing out early and pelting every beast with snowballs until they cried out for mercy. Bungo gave small, villainous chuckles as he dreamt. I don't know why that's a funny mental image. Then came the dawn. Snow Badger drifted regally down from the clouds and looked around at the winter he had created. The wind died down as the giant Lord of Wintertide strode the land, leaving in his wake not a single paw print. Everything was perfect. The entire countryside was pretty as a picture, spotless white. Then he saw Redwall Abbey, and suddenly he remembered the windows. Only Snow Badger could frost up window panes with his icy breath. He hurried to perform the task before the Redwallers awakened, an inner voice calling urgently to him, "Hurry, it's already dawn of winter's first day." You can see the great Snow Badger looking through the window at the sleeping young ones. Hey, what's up, Limit? Welcome. Whoosh, his icy breath blew forth, frosting the gatehouse pane, patterns of flowers and twinkling stars repeating again and again. Towering high o'er the abbey, Snow Badger bent to great hall, colorful stained glass windows. With a whoosh, he froze them all. On to Redwall's kitchens then, icy blast he cast. No cook could peer through windows, patterned and frosted that fast. Whilst frosting the dormitory windows, he was facing the final bay, when the window opened and Bungo appeared to bid the snow badger good day. Here is the great snow badger over here, frosting up those windows, and little baby Bungo poking his head out of the window to say hello. That Bungo.
Oh, good day to ye, sir. Be you a snow badger?
The giant lord of Wintertide was so astonished that he could only stand glaring at the cheeky little mole babe. Bungo leaned out and shook one of his whiskers heartily.
I be's Bungo, and I believes in ye. You're very nice.
The snow badger smiled then, his great face lighting up with delight. Gently he took Bungo onto his outstretched paw. The little mole babe hung on to one of the mighty claws, looking down at the abbey far below.
Bain't arf high up here, sir. Be you a-going to take I up to the clouds with ye?
Snow Badger laughed then. He laughed so hard that his mighty breath chased away the grey cloud banks. Winter sun beamed down on the land, giving the snow a soft, creamy color and making it sparkle gaily. He shook his big striped head. Oh no, you young rascal, no. Back to your home you must go. But remember me each winter tide, for 'twas I who brought you snow. And there we get a picture of the great snow badger lifting Bungo up into the clouds so that Bungo can see the land below all covered in snow. Bungo felt himself lowered to the ground so fast that it made his tiny head spin. He landed softly in a deep snowdrift beside the abbey door. Snow Badger shook his head fondly, chuckled, and rose into the clear blue winter's morn, light as thistledown and free as the breeze, now that his work was done. There is the abbey, all covered in snow, blanketed in a thick layer of fluffy snow, and Snow Badger up in the sky, flying away. Hey, welcome to the Discord, Adam. I appreciate it. The abbey doors swing open wide as happy young ones tumble out, all muffled up and bright-eyed. Just hear them squeak and shout.
Where's a hill to roll down? Where's a pond to skate? Snowballing, tobogganing? Oh, isn't winter great?
Good Father Abbot and Hypericum Haddock Hare, with the elders, followed the youngsters out into the snow. Skipper of Otters began clearing a path with his spade.
Well, well, I see old Snow Badger visited last night.
Bungo's head popped up out of the snowdrift beside the door.
He certainly did, sir. I seed him.
Mighty Bullbrock Badger nodded, and played with the string around his neck. But the rest of the grown-up Redwallers just smiled. Father Abbot patted Bungo fondly. There's all the Redwallers emerging into the snow-covered morning. Old Bullbrock over here. And Bungo down there in the snowdrift. Blast slash welcome. Welcome. This is old Father Abbot speaking now.
Well, golly gosh, and goodness me, Snow Badger showed himself to you. He must have been a sight to see, but just think a moment. Was it true? Mayhap last night you closed your eyes and saw a Snow Badger in a dream, but in the morn 'tis no surprise that dreams may not be what they seem. Last night you may have eaten too much. As you grow up, no doubt you'll find that cheese and pudding, pie and stuff return to haunt one's mind. Bungo waved his little paws, protesting aloud. It weren't no dream. Oh, I seed he girt Snow Badger. He were nice to me. Look at, there he goes.
All eyes followed the mole babe's paw, which was pointing skyward at an object high in the clear blue sky. Constance patted Bungo's head fondly. You little rogue, that's only a cloud.
No, it ain't, marm. That's the Snow Badger. Oh, I'd know him anywheres.
Mighty Bullbrock Broadstripe, the traveling Thistledown Troop's strong badger, stepped forward. He picked Bungo up. When I was only this little tyke's size, I saw the Snow Badger too. I knows Bungo saw him. Look. He pointed to the string around Bungo's neck. It had a small bag hanging from it. Bungo was as surprised as any beast.
What be's this, sir?
Bullbrock showed him the one he was wearing. It was the same. I got this from Snow Badger early one first winter's morn. I was awake and saw him afore any beast. He gave me this as a gift. Open the bag, young'un. Bungo fumbled with the string, which was really a giant hair from the Snow Badger. He loosed the neck of the bag and shook it. Out fell a scrap of parchment with something wrapped up in it. Official Snow Badger to emerge. I will not have any Snow Badger deniers, says Beanard. Absolutely. AJ Plant says, I know someone that lives in an old abbey converted into a large house. That's the life. That'd be incredible. Inside the bag, a clear crystal drop, for goodness sake, cold and true as a mountain lake, like a teardrop shed by a star from the sky, twinkling, glittering, dazzling the eye. Such pictures shone in that wondrous thing. Deep sunset at sea, a rainbow in spring, dawn's light over the hills, a wild waterfall. One just had to look to imagine it all. Now read what the parchment says, Bullbrock advised. Bungo turned the scrap of parchment this way and that. He scratched his snub nose in puzzlement. Good Father Abbot kindly smiled at the mole babe's efforts.
Here, little one. You don't start at Abbey School until next summer. Let me read it for you.
It was a very mysterious little poem that the abbot of Redwall Abbey read aloud. There's Bungo discovering his little gem, and here is the mysterious poem. Die written, a last cry, there find dearer of. Off thus poor threat, it formed her love. The Redwallers were at a loss to explain the odd rhyme. Well, what do you make of that? What's it supposed to mean? I can't make head nor tail of it. Do you know what it means, Father Abbot? The abbot shook his wise old head.
Alas, no, but I'll wager our friend Bulbrock does.
The strong badger chuckled. I knows what it means, Father Abbot. 'Twas written on my scrap of parchment, too, though it took me long ages afore I managed to solve the riddle of yon poem. Bulbrock winked at Bungo. But today is winter's first day. 'Tis time for sport and play. If you haven't guessed the answer by evening, I'll tell you at supper. What do you say, little mate?
Bungo nodded his agreement. Oh, you be full of good ideas, sir. I likes to play.
And play they did, every beast, young and old. Constance the badger mama helped Matthias and Cornflower to build a fine snow mouse. Bungo and Tubspike flung snowballs at them. Formol and a crowd of Dibbins tobogganed down a slope. Bungo and Tubspike giggled and flung snowballs at them too. Skipper and his otters skated figures of 8 on the frozen pond. Bungo and Tubspike chuckled and flung snowballs at them too. You can see all the different abbey creatures out enjoying the snow. Here they're skating on the pond. And down here, Bungo and Tubspike flinging snowballs. Snow Badger hoodie is only 40 pounds. He brings both snow and great tails. He's a business badger. Strong badger. Sing strong doors. I love it. I love it. Burninating. Well, he's not really burninating. He's more like freezinating the thatched roof cottages. Strong door. Alright. Good Father Abbot and the flying fir grove squirrels busied themselves making a snow house. Bungo and Tubspike laughed and flung snowballs at them too. Hypericum Hare and some of his troop started rolling together a great snowball. Bungo and Tubspike roared with glee and flung snowballs at them too. Blowing plumes of white steam, bright-eyed and rosy-cheeked, every beast enjoyed themselves thoroughly, but none more than those 2 little rascals, Bungo and Tubspike. They snowballed anything that moved. So every beast left off what they were doing and began snowballing back at the roguish pair. Soon the air was filled with soft white snowballs. There it is. Oh, you can see through. You can see through this cloak a little bit. You can see all the Redwallers throwing snowballs. Thanks, Ravens fan. We're almost done. Just another 3 pages. A snowball landed on Formal's head. Constance took 2 on her snout. One big and fat one knocked Bungo flat as snowballs whizzed about. Back and forth they battled. Whop, thud, splotch, whack. Look, there goes a laughing hedgehog, 6 snowballs stuck to his back. No beast was spared from the riotous fun. Even good old Father Abbot was forced to flee, smiling gleefully, pelted from whiskers to habit. Habit would be the robes that he wears. So much snowballing. Everybody getting up to shenanigans. Old Father Abbot down here getting pelted. Channel my inner Bungo. Maybe I'll meet the snow badger. I wish we had some snow here. It has been nothing but rain, and it's supposed to be very rainy and windy the next couple days, especially stormy on Christmas Day. Bunger or Bungo, you decide. Such fun. They played in the snow until evening, when the skies were glowing scarlet and the sun sank into the far horizons. Friar Hugo appeared at the abbey door and rang his bell, squeaking aloud to the revelers. "Supper's ready, the bread is hot, pies and pastries, fresh mint tea, woodland stew straight from the pot. So wipe those paws and follow me." Bungo knocked the friar's tall hat off with a well-aimed snowball as he went inside. Such fun. Weary, warm, and well-fed, the Redwallers and their guests sat around a roaring log fire in Cavern Hole. Cavern Hole is the name of their, cozy meeting space in this abbey. The living room, I don't know what you call it. I'm sure there's a word for it. A few snowflakes fell down the chimney, hissing as they melted in the heat. Mighty Bulbrock nodded to Bungo. "Our snow badger's hatches work again tonight, matey." Hypericum Haddock Hare, who was still munching, waved a long ear at Bulbrock. Now will you kindly tell us what that little poem means?" Good Father Abbot interrupted. He drew forth a parchment from his sleeve. Here is Friar Hugo, the chef, calling all the Redwallers in for dinner. And here is Father Abbot about to lay down some knowledge. Flex his big brain. Father Abbot says, "It's a rhyme within a rhyme. The letters of each line can be changed to explain it. Look." Wide-eyed with wonder, they looked. Father Abbot was surely the wisest mouse that had ever lived. Die written a last cry becomes a wintertide crystal. There find dearer of becomes dear friend for thee. Off thus poor threat becomes as proof of the truth. Bunger bunger bung 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 becomes bunger bunger bung bung bung. It formed her love becomes hold it ever for me. As proof of Bunger. So the final poem reads, "A wintertide crystal, dear friend for thee, as proof of the truth. Hold it ever for me. Y'all, how can anyone ever take this stream seriously? I mean, like, I'm up here just doing my best, trying to be, you know, deliver a dramatic reading. It's all just scamps and bungers. I don't know, man. Hold it, Father Abbott's cooking right now. Exactly. Beanard gets it. Constance the Badger Mama shook her head in wonderment. So that was the solution. The letters of each line have to be switched about to form a new verse. Father Abbot, how wonderful of you to solve the riddle. Bungo yawned, rubbed his eyes. Oh.
I solved it myself this morning, but I weren't gonna tell you till tomorrow, ma'am.
Mighty Bullbrock took Bungo upon his lap. You're a champion snowball thrower, little Bungo, but you're a dreadful fibber. Every beast at Redwall laughed and laughed all the way up to their beds. And there we can see all the Redwallers down in Cavern Hole discovering the true meaning of the poem. Far up in the cold night skies, Snow Badger watched his hairs drifting down to earth and turning to snowflakes. He heard the happy laughter drifting up through the abbey windows. No doubt his little mole friend Bungo had caused it. Lying down on a vast, soft cloud, the Lord of Wintertide closed his eyes in slumber. He liked visiting Redwall Abbey to bring winter joys to its creatures. There is the Snow Badger, high in the snowy sky, and Redwall Abbey all cozy down below. Did you enjoy your visit to Redwall, my little friend? I hope you did. Please come back someday, be it summer, spring, autumn, or winter. You are always very welcome here. And that is the end of the book, with Father Abbot in his study. At the beginning of the book, it was autumn outside, and now at the end, it's winter, all covered in snow. And that, dear friends, was A Redwall Winter's Tale by Brian Jakes, illustrated by Christopher Denise. A little chopped up. I do apologize again for the technical difficulties, but I hope you enjoyed what you caught of the story. This is a favorite wintertime storybook of mine from when I was much younger, and it's a tradition that I love sharing with all of you here on the streams every holiday season. So, next year we'll bring it out again. We will hear the story of Bungo and Bullbrock and the Snow Badger once again. But for now, we are done. The scamp enjoyed it as well, I gather. On some level, you started this Beanard. Yeah, this is probably your fault. Wizard Man says, Scamp and Bunker are my kryptonite. They make me laugh until I can't see. I don't know. I think most people know this, but some maybe don't. The Scamp is definitely me. I made that sound. I don't know how or why, but that was me. Bungo is not me. Thank you, Bedard. That's right, the end. See you later, Bungo. Thank you, Falcor. Thank you, Wizard Man. I'm glad you've enjoyed it, Adam Van. Like I said, I really enjoy doing this every year. Fare thee well, Bungo. Yeah, there's a little Bungo in all of us, you know. I think we can all identify with Bungo occasionally. So I'm glad you enjoyed it, Elk. Just Some Gamer says, I'm glad to have made it to my first seasonal reading of this book, and I hope I can make it to many more. Hey, I hope so too. We'd love to have you here for many more streams, seasonal readings and others. Thank you, AJ Plant. A very Merry Christmas to you as well. And to everybody, whatever you may celebrate at this time of year, be it Christmas or Hanukkah, or Yule, or Kwanzaa, or anything, even if you don't celebrate anything at all. I hope you have a great week. I hope you get to spend some time with people you love. I hope you get to enjoy some tasty food and drink. I hope you maybe get a little bit of time away from your work to rest, recuperate, and just enjoy time with people special to you. I will be back next weekend, so next Sunday, for my final stream of the year before New Year's Eve. What is next Sunday, the 29th? Yeah. So I'll be on here probably around 9 p.m. Pacific, but if you want the specific details, the Discord is a great place to be to follow any updates. My stream schedule has been a little bit variable lately, what with the new house and the renos and the moving and stuff. So, but I suspect around 9 p.m. Pacific next Sunday. I apologize again for the technical difficulties tonight. This stream has been split up into 4 different pieces, which is ridiculous, unbelievable. But hey, the new house hopefully won't have these issues. I guess we'll see. But last thing before we wrap it up here is let's go find someone to raid. Got all these good vibes here. Let's go take them and visit someone else, because we were the recipients of some really kind raids tonight. We were raided by Big Brain God, by Miss Blue, by ASMR Punk, by Kono Kalantu, and of course by Falcorn as well. So it was a busy raid night. So let's go find someone to go visit. Because there's lots of awesome streamers out there. And it'd be great to go see one. Let's find someone who is not doing a rerun. That's the trick. That's the trick. Mireia Bessie is really super kind. Really fun streams over there. Very chill. It sounds like she's doing a Christmas special. So why don't we go see if Mireia is accepting raids right now. Yeah, she is so sweet. She is wonderful. If I can spell her name right, there we go. She is an English and Spanish streamer. Alright. Let's go. Yeah. Looks like she's taking raids. So, y'all over on the Twitch with me right now, you can just sit tight. We'll be raiding in just a moment. When you get there, feel free to follow. I'm sure she would love the support. It's a nice way to support your streamers, and to follow someone with some awesome tingles. If you are subscribed, I do have a raid emote that you are welcome to use. If not, just, I don't know, say hi. Let them know where you came from, and get that raid hype on. And if you're on YouTube, feel free to come on over to the Twitch here, twitch.tv/theasmrnerd, if you would like to join us for the raid. She's got a sound hat on as well. I'm sure the vibes over there are going to be excellent. My friends, once again, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me in this holiday tradition that I enjoy so much, and that hopefully you do as well. I will have a Wandering in Skyrim Christmas video up on the YouTube channel very soon, in the next day or two, but before Christmas anyway. So you could look forward to that. That is another holiday tradition I love. Appreciate you being here so much. Happy holidays all. I will see you next week.